Well, let's speak about the favorites in this tournament because you're going to want to spend some salary. It's not like the favorites don't have a chance. In fact, as per the betting odds, they do have an excellent chance of winning this event. It's funny because we look back down at the past 4 years that this has been at Austin Country Club, where it is once again. This will be the 5th year. It wasn't an event that actually happened last year, but Day and DJ win the first 2 years, and I believe they were both the 1 seed or at least top 4 seeds in that tournament, both top 4 players in the world at the time. Now, DJ is still the number 1 player in the world. Jason Day, not so much. But then Bubba wins the year after that, and then Kisner wins the year after that. So it can kind of be anyone. I guess I would say that the guys that you would want to take who aren't the favorites are ones that play really well at Pete Dye courses.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think, if Dustin or John Rahm comes in this week and they just get in a groove and playing well, they're probably going to blow the doors off of everyone. And that's fine. But, again, like you said, you don't need to just discard all the favorites either. You can still pick your favorite guy from the top and ride him and still leave salary left over, quite frankly, from the other choices. But at the same time, there's a lot of opportunity here for mid-tier guys. I mean, we saw Kuchar and Kisner, 2 guys who bunted off the tee, but they can get red hot on Pete Dye courses with their irons and their putters. And this course it profiles like this. It's a shorter par 70, or is it par 71? I can't remember. It's a shorter course for a PGA Tour setup anyways. It's a lot of scoring holes. Guys like Kisner and Kuchar can absolutely compete with their irons here. So I think that mid-tier opportunity, it brings a lot of opportunity, quite frankly, in the betting odds as well. But definitely some good players like that to target, especially ones with good Pete Dye track records. Absolutely.
So for key stats, I'm really just looking at wedges and birdie or better and opportunities gained, because triple bogeys don't really mean anything. That's just you lose a hole. Big deal. Whatever. Can you go back the next hole and go stick it to 2 feet and make your, you wouldn't even have to make your putt at that point. It's a gimme. So I wouldn't really worry about those players who put up massive crooked numbers on scorecards unless they're just consistently doing it. Then they're not going to win, obviously. But that's sort of the chance that you have to take in a tournament like this, especially when you're looking at the very bottom end of the field. The 2 crossover courses, strangely, that I think I would point to, maybe 3, and 2 of them are Dye courses. One would be the RBC Heritage, just because Kisner and Kuchar, 2 players who just seem to excel at that course over time. Even Jason Day has historically played that course very well. DJ in his limited appearances, he's been 54-hole leader there twice in his career and kind of gagged it on Sunday, but he has played well at Heritage in the past. So Harbor Town would be my number 1 comp course. Number 2 would probably be Seaside. So the Sea Island Seaside course for the RSM, that's been some pretty decent crossover there too. And then the Travelers Championship, TPC River Highlands, another Pete Dye course, one that like Bubba and Casey go run train at every single year. Good thing JB Holmes isn't in the field here. He's playing at Punta Cana, so we don't have to worry about him mucking up the works and slowing everything down. But he's just another player who tends to play well at that course over time. So those would be the ones that I would be targeting for this week if I just wanted to compare a little bit.
Absolutely. Love the TPC River Highlands comparison. I think the most out of those ones. It's got the risk reward par 4 there too, which we do have here. I think that just, there's certain players, again, like Bubba and DJ, just aggressive off the tee. It kind of plays to their favorites. So, again, just a mix. This type of course is always going to bring in a mix, just like River Highlands does. I mean, you can see shorter hitters just get hot, but big hitters, if they're driving it really well that week, they can take advantage of some of these scoring holes. And it's a fun course. I think it's a perfect course for match play, quite frankly. And I think by the multitude of different winners we've had here, I think it kind of shows that, because everyone can compete here. It's a very wide open event. And again, it speaks for fantasy purposes. You can get nuts, like you said. You can leave some money on the table. You can target some 4 seeds here, and because they're live. Everyone's live here, in my opinion. So